Hey guys, so today I have my foundation routine for you guys, and this is more going towards oily skin, which I have. So I just wanted to make like a video about my foundation routine, how I combat my oil and my pores, and how I keep it lasting all day. Because it is kind of hard dealing with oily skin. It is a blessing and a curse at the same time. Um, so yeah, if you do have dry skin, I wouldn't necessarily go with this routine, a different foundation. Um, but you can follow all the other steps. This is just my routine I use on a daily basis. The foundation I am talking about though is the L'Oreal Infallible Total Coverage. This is my baby. It's what I think it's like 12 or $14. This is the best foundation. I've talked about the Makeup Forever HD. That was about $40. I'm sorry, but I would pick this over that any day. The other foundation that like I used to use, which I still use, which totally is my second baby, is the Infallible Pro Matte. It's pretty much the same thing. They give you like the descriptions in the back of the finish, the wear, coverage, and texture. The only thing that is different between the two is that this is a medium coverage and this is a high coverage. This is very thick, whereas this is more liquidy. I still use them both with a beauty blender. But I absolutely love this one. It might not be like a day-to-day foundation for everyone, so if you do, there's this one. But if you want to use this foundation routine but want to use a foundation for maybe like acne prone or dry skin, there is the, what is it called? The Infallible Pro Glow. I've used that and it's awesome as well. It's just not so much for oily skin. So yeah, these two are freaking awesome. So if you want to see how I got this look, keep on watching. Hey guys, so I already did my eye makeup just so I could show you my foundation routine, and I always start out with my moisturizer. Even though you have oily skin, you always want to use a moisturizer, and I'm just being very gentle. This is Clinique. I'm not exactly sure the name. It'll be down in the description. And you just want to let it soak in your skin for a second before you do anything else. And then I'm going to put my primer. This is the Professional. You just need a little bit. Little goes a long way. And I just put this where my pores usually are, on my like nose area, my forehead, and my chin. And I just keep rubbing it in until it doesn't feel jelly or like wet. I feel like it's the best whenever it's actually fully dry. You don't want to go in next with another product. You want it to be completely dry, and I have a little tip. Not everyone has this, but I take a fan, and then you can feel like where it's wet and where it's not. Like I can feel it wet right there, so I just wait. So then I go in with another primer. This is for my whole face, just to keep it hydrated since I am using a matte foundation. I do not want to use another matte primer because it's going to be totally dried out. So this is just to put under the foundation to keep it a little bit more moisturized and not totally dry my skin out. And then I'm going in with a green color corrector. This is by NYX. And I'm just going to put this where I have redness. It's usually kind of where my pores are, also around my nose a lot. A little on my forehead and some on my chin. I'm just going to dot this everywhere. And then I just take like a stiff brush and I just blend it all in because I want it to stay in those areas. I don't want to blend it and it's, somewhere else and it's not as concentrated on that area. So this brush just keeps it in place and you look weird now, so rock with it. And then my favorite foundation is the L'Oreal Total Coverage, and it's so thick compared to the other ones, but it's total coverage, so kind of expecting that. And then I'm just using my beauty blender. It works awesome with this. I would not, I mean, maybe there's another way. If you have another way, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to know. But I find it best to use with the beauty blender, and I just dot it, and I just kind of pat and work with it on my face. And you can automatically tell just the coverage, and you can build it up if you want even more high coverage, but it's pretty total coverage in the first place, so yeah. Another reason why I use the green color corrector, not only because it cancels out redness, but it just makes you use less foundation. If I didn't do that, I'd have to still go over those areas maybe once more. So it just helps you out with your foundation using a little bit less. And onto concealer, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape, which I've been loving now since I've been using a different method using it. But a lot of people just put the, oh my god, the concealer right under their eyes, like where it's dark, but you kind of want to do a triangle, because this is not, if you just do it right under your eye, it's going to be noticeable. Whereas if you just do the triangle, it is going to brighten up all under your eye, and it's just going to be very uniform on your face, and you're gonna not, oh my god, I cannot talk! It's not just gonna be that one little area under your eye. So I also highlight my forehead, tip of my nose bridge, and my chin. It's just like your highlight points, your highest points on your face. And I use the Lemon Drop from Mikasa. I do not like the Beauty Blender with this. I don't know why. This is definitely a different texture. So I like using this better than the Beauty Blender. It like get cakey when I use the Beauty Blender. But I absolutely love using this. And I just go right under my eyeshadow, because I do my lower line before my foundation, and I kind of just get as close as I can, and I get right under my wing just by dragging it a little bit. And then you also want to pat up by like your ear, because a lot of times there's just that really sharp line. If you like that, that's cool. I don't really like it, so I kind of just blend that out so there's no harsh lines of the concealer. And I kind of get right in my nose area as well. And then you blend. And then it just looks highlighted under your eye area, which I like. And then I'm going to do some contouring. This is just this Chubby stick from Clinique. And I'm just putting this pretty much all around my face, on my forehead, on my hollows of my cheeks, and then I'm also going to do my jawline. You can do your nose as well, but I think it's a little bit too much. So yeah, I just kind of little dabs around. You can do your nose if you like. And then I just take this brush from Mikasa. It's the small oval brush, and I just blend this all in, kind of doing circular motions and just going in the motion of the hollows. And then just oh my god, get out, Zug! This just does, when you do your jawline, it just kind of makes your face look slimmer, just having that shadow under your face. And then just to set the contour and just make it a little bit bronzier, I go in with the Hoola bronzer, and I'm just using a fluffy brush, and I'm putting this again just where I did the contour, my hollows of my cheeks, temple area, forehead, and my jawline as well. When I do my forehead, I like to put my brush horizontal instead of downwards, if that makes sense. I feel like it's more natural when I put it horizontally. And then I am going to contour my nose, but with the bronzer. I think this is just more natural doing it this way. This is a Mikasa brush again. It's kind of like the linear one, and I just go right in there, and it makes it so easy, and I just blend it. Onto my favorite part is highlight, and this is the Becca highlighter and Pearl. And what I like to do is I like to dip my brush in the highlighter and then I wet it. You don't want to do it the opposite way because it kind of messes up the highlight. But you can go in again with it because it's a little bit less dry when you go in on your face. So I kind of maybe do this 4 times. I like my highlight. I'm just putting this right on the tippy toppy of my cheekbones. And I just put a little bit on my bridge of my nose and on the top of my nose. And for blush, I'm using the Morphe palette. I'm using the first one and the third one. And I like to do my blush last because I feel like it's so much more natural when you kind of blend the bronzer and the highlight together with the blush. I used to do my highlight last, but it's so much more, I don't know, it's so much more like natural and like radiant when you kind of mix it together because the highlight somewhat gets into the blush and then the contour kind of gets in there. So I think it's just really natural and pretty. And the most important step is setting it all. It just makes all of the powders and just everything sink in together and be natural. This is the Urban Decay Long Lasting Spray. It's not the best smelling or tasting, but it gets the job done. And then for lips, I'm just using the Anastasia Dusty Rose, my favorite. And that pretty much completes my foundation routine. It's great for oily skin. This foundation does not move. You don't have to set it at all. Neither does the concealer. It stays on all day. It's awesome. Oily skin. No more pores. So yeah, if you have oily skin, try out some of these tricks and let me know if it works for you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!